Anine, first grade. So, like I promised, it is Tuesday, which means it's art project day. And the project I picked out for you is hopefully one that you can do at home without help. So, all you need is some kind of paper. I found this lined paper. I'm going to use crayons because I have some and they're pretty easy to use. And then the only other thing you need is an object. So something small that you can fit on your paper a couple of times. And what I mean when I say that is I will show you what I picked. And it is a teeny tiny little Tupperware container, like you'd put food in it and you can put a lid on it and keep it safe. I picked this because I could put this on this page over and over again in lots of different spots and it fits. So you don't want to pick something that's too big. So I picked this little container because I think it's a good size. And all you have to do to start is pick one dark color to use. I think I'm going to go with blue violet. And so this is a tracing art project. I just want to show you what it looks like. So I have my object, I have my crayon, and I'm just going to trace around this Tupperware container. Now, the thing you're using, if you're using crayon, it might get a little dirty. I don't know if you can see this, but I got some purple smudgy stuff. There's wax from my crayon getting on this container. So don't take something that's really, really precious that can't get dirty. You might want to ask a grown-up to help you pick something out. Now I'm going to move my shape, move my object. I'm going to trace around it again. Not too tricky, not too tricky. It doesn't look like much yet, but if you keep moving your object around and you keep tracing around it with your crayon, eventually you start to end up with some interesting shapes. You're sort of making your own coloring sheet to use. And each coloring sheet will be a little different because you can place the object any old way that you want to. And I doubt any of you would be picking the exact same object. So I'm just going to trace mine 5 times because I want to get through this video to let you have some fun. My next part is I get to color in every single shape. Now you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times that I trace my object, but look at all the different shapes there are in here. There's this big one, this tiny one, this little triangle one. So there's really all these interesting little shapes in here because I traced my object so many times and I had them intersect. So you can see one object line goes right into the line of another object. So with these intersecting lines, you now have all these interesting tiny shapes. And what you want to do is take some time, and you can use whatever colors you like. So pick your favorites and just start coloring in all of your little shapes that you made. I think I'm going to go with blues and purples. It's feeling like a day to cultivate some calming, peaceful colors. And you can reuse some of your same colors if you want, or you could make each little shape its own fancy color. That's entirely up to you. But all you have to do is color, color, color. And you're going to end up with your own little object, work of art. And one of the fun things about it is nobody has to know what it was that you traced, but it could be kind of a game. After you finish tracing and you finish coloring in all your shapes, you could ask a family member, someone you live with, hey, how do you think I made this picture? I did it by tracing, but that's the only clue I'm going to give you. And see if they can guess it. See if they could figure out what it was that you traced. Some objects might be a little easier to figure out. Let's say you took a pencil and you traced around a pencil. They might be able to guess what that was right away. But, if you traced something circular, something that made a round shape, my goodness, that could be anything. That would be really hard to guess. Even this shape. If one of you had done this one, I don't know that I could have guessed that, oh, you traced a little Tupperware container. I'm not sure I would have been able to guess that. It's such a small and simple shape, it could have been anything. So that's all you need to do for this art project. If you want to share it with me, feel free to, once you're done, take a photo of it and send it in on Seesaw. I have an extra one that I made ahead of time because I was wondering if you guys could guess what object I traced for it. So I had a lot of fun. I'll finish this up a little bit later, but here's the one that I already did. I used some pinks and purples and reds for this one, but I was wondering, what do you think I found around the house and did a tracing of? What do you think that is? Got any guesses? Okay, I'm going to tell you what it is. Are you ready? I'm not just going to tell you, I'm going to show you. Ta-da! It's a little nail clipper. I just had it around the house and I thought it was a fun little shape, so I decided to do a shape tracing art of it. Well, that is your art project for our very first Tuesday art project day. I hope you have fun choosing something that is safe and that you are allowed to trace all by yourself. So have some fun, make some art. I miss you, and I will see you in another video real soon. Miigwech!